not on my account.
You don't take sugar?
I don't take Ovaltine.
Well, if it's good enough for Orphan Annie, Sergeant. Here's a list of people you're to pick up in the morning. At 9:30 a.m., Mr. Eddie McCoon in front of the Brill Building. Mr. McCoon is a struggling young comedian. Oh, the Brill Building...
Yeah, I know where it is.
Of course you do. Then, at her apartment on East 50th Street, a Miss Baverstock. Oh, Mr. McCoon is a struggling young comedian. Perhaps to spare Miss Baverstock, Mr. McCoon rests right up front with you.
Swell.
Then, at a house on East 92nd Street, a Mr. Patrick O'Reilly. Mr. O'Reilly is an Irish tenor.
You told this Mrs. Baverstock you had a new chauffeur?
I made up some story, yes. The others arrived by train and car. I do hope they make their connections.
Snow's supposed to stop by midnight.
I wish they'd settle whatever it is you're striking about. I'm sick of Stephen Foster.
And still falling all along the eastern seaboard. What had been originally estimated as 2 inches has already doubled that, with no end in sight.
I hope this won't scare off our people.
What?
I said, I hope this won't scare off our people.
My dear, these are actors. Composer, director, lyricist, producer, coming for my money for their Broadway show. Nothing short of the end of the world will stop them.
If this is going to work, you're going to have to say the speech exactly like we rehearsed it. Are you sure you're going to be able to pull off your end okay?
Sergeant, espionage is in my blood. I won't fail you. Poor dead Phoebe's deco makeup kit, being au courage was so important to her. And now she is anything but.
Here.
Yes, that which may solve a murder. This is going to be a grand adventure, isn't it, Sergeant? And I planned a perfectly grand menu for the occasion. First, a tureen of December food.
Yeah, well, since my first adventure will be driving through the snowstorm, I better go get some sleep.
Come, I'll show you to your room. I must admit, you are something of a mystery, Sergeant. I had thought all your policemen to be Irish.
We are.
No other Federal Bureau of Investigation will confirm these rumors. The Nazi submarine is believed to have landed these men on the shore off Long Island earlier this month, with the discovery of the body of Franz Becker knifed to death in the back of a restaurant in the Yorkville section of Manhattan. It is now believed that only one, possibly the leader of the saboteurs, is still at large. In other news, the British 8th Army announced success today in North Africa near Sidi Barani.
Travel Grossman is using it right now. May I take your coat?
I may as well go back down then and see what I can do.
You are Irish, Mr. O'Reilly?
That's Patty's cow. You are Scandinavian.
I am German.
Are you now?
A refugee. Travel Grossman gave me refuge here 4 years ago.
It's, you know,
From the Nazis.
the Nazi one.
Swine that they are.
I see. What's the most interesting meeting Miss
Benzel. Helsa Benzel.
Well, yes. Fifth and Victoria. But isn't there a very famous German cabaret entertainer in place? At the Tivoli,
You are familiar with German cabaret entertainers?
It's actually in my business now, is it? Dieter Wenzel. That's it.
I never paid much attention to the cabarets.
This is the library. We'll hold the auditions here, Ken. Director at work. You can move it around any way you like.
It's perfect.
Hello, I'm Elsa von Grossman.
Tactical Riley, I think we're slipped on the wall. I thought I'd come up for a shovel.
A shivel.
A shovel.
Oh, shovel, of course. Well, it's right outside this door. This is Miss Nikki, Kendall. And this is Kendall the maid, your director.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'll be after getting a shovel.
I'll go with you.
It's after being down to the department of the oh, miss, the snow is as deep as the cookies to learn.
I'm of solid Bavarian stock, Mr. O'Reilly. Snow is in my blood.
But not in your hearts, dear Elsa. This lady is the most generous patron of our life today.
Am I, Ken?
Without you, Elsa, there would be more than a dozen shows on the Great White Way. She backed 12 last season.
Well, I do like to dabble. Now, Ken, suppose you would see you and Miss Crandall a drink. Elsa will take your luggage up to your room. Northwest guest room, Elsa. Rhonda and Bernice will be up as soon as they thaw out, and Marjorie's trudging up the hill. Soon we'll all be together once more, won't we, Ken?
Yes, it'll be nice to see Rhonda and Denise again.
All together, right, Ken?
Yes.
And as soon as I come back, I want to hear all about Hollywood, what it's like.
Just dump the garment district in Little Orange Grove. That's Hollywood.
How picturesque.
Of course, there is an ocean
You
somewhere.
never saw the ocean.
Certainly, I saw the ocean. I was at a party in Santa Monica one night and someone opened the drapes. Drink.
No, thank you.
You were about to tell me the cab which show you were in Washington.
Dubarry.
You know about them.
Bob.
Barbleton, the choreographer.
This is the road show. Jimmy Orman Station.
Oh, and you closed in Washington.
No, I left the show in Washington.
Not to come up here for all that was in the shop.
Oh no, I've got other things on the fire.
And you're a singer, dancer.
Dancer mostly.
Yes, I kind of figured that when I watched you off the train.
I walk the conduct, you mean?
No, you tripped over his suitcase.
Sure, son.
And with whom did you study dance?
Well, you see, I'm from Chicago.
I know Chicago quite well.
Actually, south of there, you know Kankakee?
I'm afraid not.
I studied there with Natasha Dubrovska.
I see.
Jeepers, this is a swell house, isn't it?
Yes.
I bet they got some swell houses in Hollywood.
Ostentatious, but swell,
You
yes.
live out there?
I'm hoping this enterprise will bring me back to New York.
You're not working on any movies now.
I just finished a picture, Moonlight in Rio.
Moonlight in Rio, you shot a movie in Brazil?
No, I shot it in Culver City, except for the beach. The beach has nothing upside.
Who's in it?
Alice Faye, Dick Powell, Phil Silvers, Ann Miller, Patsy Kelly, George Flint, Loretta Nicole, and Joshua Hevitz.
Oh, sure, I saw that.
You probably did, but this one hasn't been released yet.
Oh,
Oh, it's good to be back.
New York?
The theater, that event is ancient as man and as mysterious and inspiring as the rituals man once sought to imitate or appease. Rituals we now call the theater. Not moving pictures, but life. Life distilled to a pure, clear ring of truth. Never forget that, it's your heritage.
I guess, but I've only ever done musical comedy.
Yes, well, if you'll excuse me, I'll take my sherry upstairs and into the bathtub. Give her to some of the units of the railroad I rocked me.
Go ahead, I wanted to look over the lead sheets anyway.
See you later.
Hi, I'm Admiral Bird. Am I lost? This is the North Pole? Boy, what a blizzard. I passed 4 penguins on the way up here. One of them was wearing a polar bear. Only kidding. I'm Eddie McCoon. Is your place?
No, I'm Nikki Crandall. This one Grossman commute just went down the hill to help some people who are stuck.
That's us. Taxi ahead of us and a car behind us. They'll never make it up the hill. I decided to clip it.
Your books, the carpet.
Oh, sorry. You here for the audition?
Yes,
You write it, or?
I'm an actress.
Great, guess we'll be working together.
You're an actor.
I'm a comedian, actually. You see Hell's a Poppin'?
Are you in it?
I had a couple of bits, yeah. Just left a month ago doing some radio. closet?
The coat closet is outside the hall.
Out here?
Yes. Pardon me is out of my heart, on my sleeve while we're apart.
Oh, you got music?
Yeah, didn't we send you some?
I only got thinking yesterday. The other guy got sick. My agent asked me, can I sing? Sure, I say. Always say yes. One of my rules. No matter what they ask, yes. This morning, a limo picks me up, parks me out front. We pick up a dame and a muggy in Yorksville. Driving in the snowstorm, I can't see a thing, so I don't know how he can. And on top of that, he's dead.
Dead?
Had be. I did 40 minutes of my best stuff. He don't crack a smile. White House Merry-Go-Round.
Nice tune.
By Rhonda Hopewell and Bernice Rock. Hopewell and Rock. This gonna be one of their shows?
Guess so.
Hot dog.
Don't get any better than that.
What's the other music? Is there a part for a comic?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure Mr. Delamaze will sign parts.
Ken Delamaze. He's here too. He's the director. Hot dog.
Yes, you didn't know that?
I don't know anything except I'm getting $25 from some dame named Von Grossen something.
Can you?
No thanks, I already had a Danish.
That's her name. One Grossen Canyon.
It's a joke. A comic, remember?
I'll try.
What's the producer?
I think her name is Marjorie Baberstock.
Marjorie Baberstock. Hot dog. Oh my gosh.
She could have been the woman in your car. Was she wearing mink? You're going back out?
I'm going back, period, to New York City.
What?
It's the same people, the same creative team, Manhattan Holiday.
So they had a flaw. That scares you back to New York?
No, the stage door slasher scares me back to New York.
The who?
Where you been? 2 years ago, 3 women, all murdered in Manhattan Holiday.
Oh, now I remember reading something. See, I was on the road and I...
Of course, one come to work until they caught the slasher, and lady, they never caught him. Let's hit the breeze.
But if he only killed women, what are you so worried about?
How do you know he hasn't changed his preferences?
Well, he only killed chorus girls, and there are no chorus girls here. Wait a minute, I'll get my coat. Oh, this is silly. That was 2 years ago, and the only connection is the creative team. Besides, you would never get back to New York in this weather. Look how thick the snow is falling. For all you know, the killing is out there, hidden by the snow. And it's only going to get darker and darker.
Listen, you can stop before you get to Dragon's entrance, okay? I'll leave her now. Why, there could be 25 rooms in this train, and the slasher could be in any one of them. And that don't count the closets.
My gosh!
Let's get out of here.
A secret passage!
My gosh, they do exist.
Who do?
I thought it was only in movies, where whenever there's a lunatic killer on the list killing everybody, and their brother, somebody usually dead, goes out in the pitch black to investigate.
And don't you ever notice those same movies, there's always a big, strong hero who's not afraid of the dark.
I'm a comic, remember? The dark definitely scares us. It's part of our training.
Ah, you must be Mr. McCool, since you're the only one unaccounted for. Of course, you know Miss Baberstock and Mr. O'Reilly, since you run up with them.
Oh, hardly no else. As Mr. McCoon about not with your driver. I did get the opportunity to tell you, Mr. McCoon, that I think it's simply the boon of you to fill in that last one like this.
Well, thank you.
And this is Miss Nikki Crandall. Nikki, darling, I don't believe you've met Miss Baberstock. Do you, have a cold, Mr. McCoon?
No, you see, I got my dates mixed, and I'm due back in New York.
Oh, dear, when?
It would be right now.
Oh, really, but I don't know how you'll get there. Perhaps give your attention book for having a blizzard.
I know, but...
Well, I know I, for one, would be quite sorry to see you go. I've been hearing such great things about your work. And of course, Ken Delamaze, who's directing the audition, knows every agent in Hollywood. Do you have an agent in Hollywood, Eddie?
Come on, let's get back to work.
What about the slasher?
Let him get his own agent.
So I can't wait for you to hear the show. It's Davoon, simply Davoon. And I have a budget all worked out, even down to the opening night party. We'll hold it at Sardi's naturally, and if we charge the actors just a teensy cover charge, we'll break even. Elsa, are you redecorating?
Oh, dear, the bookcase has been turned. Did someone with the pen holder?
Oh, I guess I did that.
A secret passage, Elsa. Where does it lead?
Oh, nowhere, Marjorie. Just the other passages.
My goodness, Nancy Drew would be in seventh heaven here, wouldn't she?
They're nothing, Marjorie. Just your average, ordinary, everyday secret passages.
Was this a stop on the Underground Railway or something?
No.
Then why would
My father, who built the house, was Baron Wilhelm von Rosingenen.
Oh, yes.
You know him.
Well, wasn't there a motion picture about him with Derek von Stroheim? Or am I thinking of someone else?
Someone else. Though he was a legend, there has been no motion picture on him.
Obviously, I have a mixed up.
He built this house when he left Germany at the end of the war.
He was a general?
He was the Kaiser's chief of espionage.
He was a spy.
You've heard perhaps of the Dreyfus papers, the Kruger telegram, the Hausendorff memo, the von Moltke note, the von Emmick shopping list. Events in history which changed the course of the war, with my father at their center, working in covert alliance, covered in a set-out, secrecy, and subterfuge.
Why the secret passages?
It was the only way he could leave the room.
Is all our company met?
Ken, darling, how rude.
Marjorie, honey.
Kids, this is Ken Delamis, the director. Whom have you met, Ken?
I'm Eddie McCoon. I did Hells of Poppin' and...
Eddie, we'll go to work shortly, but
Excuse me, gnädige Frau, but I cannot find any cleaver.
You need a meat cleaver.
Julio does, yeah.
Well, you need it. My house is yours, everyone. Make yourselves comfortable. I'll be right back. You're sure you need a meat cleaver, Elsa?
Jawohl.
Ken, darling, look, a secret passage.
So it is. Well, like the one I just used in the circular staircase with Let's Garden, Laird Treader, Judith Anderson, Lionel Ashton, George Sanders, Peter Lorry, and John Carradine.
I saw it, Ken, and it was some of your best work.
It hasn't been released yet. Now, cast as I was saying before, although this is only a Bacchus audition for Audience 1, it's still theatre. So any questions of character and interpretation you have, throwing them out. Theatre is nothing more or less than life distilled to a pure, clear ring of truth. A ritual is all that.
Quick, someone! A martini! I'm in danger of frostbite!
Rhonda, darling, you look removed, simply removed. What?
Marjorie, honey, I love your new word!
Let me introduce actress. This is Rhonda Hopewell. Here to do your music, Rhonda. Mr. Crandall, Mr. McEwen, Mr. O'Reilly.
Your eyes are very blue.
Perhaps I will have a drink now. It will make it so much easier to excuse this licentious behavior.
I am not being licentious, Marjorie. A trifle libidinous, perhaps a bit lascivious, but not licentious.
What's the difference?
The placement of the tongue, I imagine.
Ken, didn't see you there. How wonderful to be working with you again. I was saying to Bernice on the way here, now our new script will have distilled truth and clean rings and new spark plugs and all those wonderful things Ken does. Enter the comic.
Right, you seen my work?
No, I merely assume that's why you're only wearing one overshoe.
My God, forgot all about it.
You must have that martini.
How about our performers? Here you have a drink before attempting to entice Elsa out of her money.
No, thank you.
I wouldn't mind a shot of bourbon if you got it.
Hi, gang!
Bernice, darling.
Bernice, you're looking wonderful.
Miss you, kid.
You've added a bracelet, I see.
Have a drink with us, Bernice. I'm having a teeny martini.
In that case, we'll have a huge man movement.
With a cherry.
Be realistic, Rhonda.
This cast is Bernice Roth, the librettist. Your cat.
Martini time!
Hi, gang. Sorry I'm late. The storm froze the lock on my overnight case, and I've been upstairs heating up the candle.
Heating the loft.
And the candle kept dripping wax on the carpet, so I moved into the closet and may have set something on fire.
So what a fire.
Well, see, I don't know, because whatever it was burnt up. Then the maid comes in while I'm kneeling on the floor under this raging fire and wants to know if I'm patient. His eyes are very blue.
Ain't it something to be with all these famous people?
I guess so. Ken, love your tan.
It only cost one soul.
Mid-conscious son. Bernice and I have been asked to do motion pictures this year. You know who Abbott and Costello are?
Those two guys from Bobby Clark thing.
Streets of Paris.
Streets of Paris. Well, Universal has signed them, and we've been approached about some songs.
That reminds me, the lead dancer from that show, the boy, Grover Champion.
Gower champion.
We should think about him. I know you're only in first draft, Bernice, but think about taking that long section where the sailor is telling the girl how beautiful she is and making it about.
I didn't think it was all that long.
Ever notice in Rufus's writing, every time someone tells a woman how beautiful she is, the scene goes on forever?
That comes from understanding romance, Rhonda, a subject you or someone hazing on.
That comes from writing that smoke fear God of your desk, is what it comes from.
Come on, kids, let's get to work.
Ah, we are all together once more. Are we not all together? And is everyone comfortable?
We're fine, Elsa.
We're about to start rehearsal, Elsa.
Does anyone need a refill?
Sure.
Heavens, how dark it's getting, and it's only just past 1. Wonderful. Snow just won't stop, will it?
What are you having, Bernice? What's closest?
Excuse me, gnädige Frau, but your cook just called in this noodle.
Right.
Well, there's nothing for it, but I shall go in the kitchen and see what we can whip up. We don't want you hungry. so let's see if we remember how to do sauerbraten.
Sauerbraten?
How inspired. She's chosen a dish that even if she were to ruin, no one can tell the difference.
I suggest we get on with rehearsals, since that is why we're here.
Is it? Hasn't anyone wondered why this particular creative group has been gathered here, in this particular house?
A backers audition.
Featuring the team whose last effort was Manhattan Holiday. Sean was Buick, Elsa's friend was murdered. I know that you, Kim. You look as though you might need one.
It's just the memory of that horrible time. I had looked at it and forgotten.
Obviously it isn't. Though Elsa is eccentric, though she slithers through life as though she were Gail Sondergaard, her behavior today strikes me as more batty than usual.
If that's possible.
And I believe we have been gathered here for a dual purpose.
Which is?
She wants to observe us. Together.
To what end?
Excuse me? Bubba was murdered?
Were you in New York 2 years ago?
2 years ago, I was visiting your old mother in County Gore.
You were visiting a mither?
Someone killed 3 members of our dancing chorus.
And you suspect the killer was a member of the show?
We don't know.
Of course we know. We play in New Haven, a murder. Boston, a murder. Philadelphia,
Terrible reviews.
And a murder closes us off in New York. Someone with the show, Ken.
See, I told you.
Someone with the show.
You suspect the killer is in this house?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but you're not after knowing much about murderers. They may occasionally be drawn back to the scene of a crime. But they never, once they're free and away, never would intentionally associate themselves with anyone who could possibly have reasons to suspect them.
Hey, how do you know so much about murderers?
You know, feather on with feathers for their guys, their souls are police officers.
And you're a tenor?
I still think that's why we've been gathered here.
Sounds like a parlor game, Miss Holman. Murder is never so interesting. Excuse me. Never so interesting. In her life it is happening through the rage, quite emotional, quite messy, no secret passages. It's got some carpet.
Excuse me, I thought I heard something about the blood-soaked carpet.
We're talking about real life, Elsa, though God knows why, since we're going to do a musical comedy.
Frau Mama Grossman has asked me to tell you lunch will be served in about 30 minutes. In the meantime, there are all those.
I suggest we get on with rehearsals, which rather is the only reason we are gathered here.
Just thought it was worth mentioning.
Well, if you believe there to be a killer on the loose that's not to stand in front of the bookcase, it's a secret passage.
Good heavens!
Shall we get back to work, or shall we all get in pajamas and start telling ghost stories? Actors over here, Rhonda and Denise at the piano.
I'm sorry there isn't a blood ghost, Mr. Morelli. Since you are so interested in things German.
Bernice, have you decided how much of the book we are going to do?
What?
The book.
Bernice,
What?
has this silliness of ours frightened you?
No, of course not. I was just thinking, my God, we're warm and cozy in a lovely, old, sort of weird house with secret passages and blood-soaked carpets and sort of isolated by a snowstorm.
I'm afraid I have a rather troubling announcement. I hope none of you have to reach New York this afternoon, because the phone seems to have gone dead.
And the phone seems to have gone dead.
Taking a ride on the White House merry-go-round.
I love it so far, and so will Elsa. The tunes, the lyrics, Davoon, simply Davoon.
Let's get on to the second act. It's only 4, and I also want to see this before dinner.
I need to see a man about a dog.
Me too.
And maybe some coffee?
Oh, God, yes.
Coffee's a good idea.
Okay, 10 minutes.
Would anyone be after watching anything of fiction? I'm going for a swap of Monte Colette.
I'd love some.
See if she has no, never mind, I'll go myself.
Hey, I noticed you skipped the part where the Japanese ambassador does an impression of a bus driver.
Eddie, I think Rhonda and Denise have Rose Law in mind for the role of the cab driver.
Well, you don't have to skip it. I do the Japanese.
It needs a name, you see.
You are...
No, your acting skills are quite proficient, sir. Eddie, your talent is just as special as Law's, but it's itself from a different kind of truth. Other roles are more closely match the quality you project.
Well, thank you. What'd he say?
He said no.
Well, heck, even if I'm your second banana, this could be the break I've been waiting for. Are you excited?
Don't they usually get stars for the kind of stuff I'm reading?
Well, you never know. You live in New York?
Yes.
Whereabouts?
West 64th, between Broadway and Amsterdam.
I live on 50th, across Madison Square Garden.
I used to live near there, 48, the dance spell.
You live alone?
I've got 2 roommates.
You got a boyfriend?
Did have. He joined the Navy last year.
Yeah, I've been thinking Navy's not a bad idea before I get drafted.
I'm sure we'd like to be drafted.
Yeah, but with the way it's going, I had to get my name in the entertainment business, PDQ, so that when I am drafted, I get the entertainment section in the Army.
You want to kill him with laughs, huh?
They got such units.
A comics battalion that hit the beach right after the magicians.
It's called Special Services.
And they pass out the ping pong balls.
You know, I don't know your dancer if you never said so.
Yeah?
You talk straight out like a guy. Most dames don't do that. Of course, I'm talking showbiz, not ballet.
You date a lot of dancers?
I don't date a lot of anything.
You haven't got a girl.
Most dames don't want to get serious with the comic. Yeah, that's the way it's laid out.
What's like that?
The heroes get the girls and the comics get the laughs.
In the movies.
And in real life, pretty much the same.
I wouldn't know. I haven't met any heroes.
Need any comics?
Just one. I want to look over the second act ballot.
You believe in chemistry?
Chemistry?
You know, when you look at someone and something happens?
No!
Well, I think it's happening here. O'Reilly and the maid, they really got eyes for each other. I think we're seeing the start of a hot new affair.
Yeah, maybe they sense something in common.
Some believe in it. Ever happened to you?
No.
What about your boyfriend?
We grew up together. He was just always there.
Till now?
Yeah.
Well, it happened to my father.
Did?
Yeah, from a bus window. She was on the bus, he was on the corner. Wham! He chased that bus for 5 blocks.
It was your mother.
Nope, some lady, never saw her again. Eddie, when it happens to you, you'll know it. Just hope it ain't the number 17 to Ozone Park. That's an express. Yeah, you'll know when it happens. Just gotta be looking for it.
Shall we get back to work? So how are you all doing? It's on cross canoe and want me to out some fresh coffee. We just had coffee, so you want that to go into the kitchen.
She probably just wants it out of the way while she learns to light the oven.
So you folks are in the show business, huh?
Yes, do you ever attend the theater, Mr.
Kelly. No, not that much. I had a cousin not Mikado at the World's Fair.
Dinner is such as it. Whoopee will be around 7. I'll have Elsa bring you some lighter crayons to tide you over.
Please, Elsa, don't worry about us.
Now. Oh, and one more thing. Yesterday, as we were cleaning up the guest rooms in anticipation for your arrival, guess what we found? Phoebe McAllister's makeup kit. It had somehow been packed away to the showgirl costume in the set to Princeton University.
Showgirl costumes? I thought Princeton was a men's school.
Only in the daytime, obviously.
It's for that show they do it as a kiss line.
Someone there recognized the name as one of the murder victims and sent it over to the police, who thereupon sent it to me. I put it in the closet and forgot about it. But with all of us reunited, I opened it, and what do you think I found?
Oh, I don't want to hear this. Maybe someone's finger or something.
A small notebook. A round notebook.
A round notebook?
A notebook with notes and doodles, phone numbers, and something got in my eye. Caught my eye. The last appointment, the night she was murdered.
An appointment with whom?
Don't know, but they were wearing a watch. No, it gives time and place.
That's nice. Probably just appointments go over a key change or something.
Could it be? The night where Phoebe was murdered, we were dark.
What are you so excited about, Arthur?
No one was there.
No, they weren't.
Weren't what?
They weren't singing.
What? Who wasn't singing?
They were singing in an elevator. Oh, no, excuse me, I need some coffee.
Well, the set manager was at the theater because the set designer and I went to dinner at Torfinetti's.
Couldn't have been Ken. The set manager was with me at the Blue Ribbon.
No, because I remember distinctly it was the first dark night and...
I certainly ought to know where my own damn stage manager was, Ken.
Why are you so upset, Marjorie?
An alibi, obviously.
No, the book doesn't say
say theater, it says hotel. The night Bean was murdered, she was at the hotel.
With whom? No one was there.
We only used a staff suite there as a staff room.
Why don't we take a look at the book?
I think it much better if I hand the book over to the police in the morning.
Excuse me, Miss Von Rossen?
Yes.
Well, I think it'd be better if you put the book as far from you as possible. Because if it connects the killer to the murders, he would kill to get it.
But he doesn't know I have it, does he?
He does now.
Really, Mr. McCool, for that to be true, the killer would have to be in this room.
Let's not be ridiculous. We're show people. Of course it wasn't one of us. So, on with Act the Second, as Shakespeare might have said.
He might have, but I doubt if he ever did.
Act 2 begins with...
Do you mind if I stay a bit, Ken? You know how I adore the rehearsal process.
It would spoil the audition for you, Elsa.
I shan't stay long.
Oh, for God's sake, let us stay.
Sit here, Elsa.
We just had coffee.
Frau Mongrossman mentioned that Dale O'Reilly preferred chocolate.
Please, play this second part.
White House merry-go-round, Act 2. On stage are Biff and Trudy. There are also some page boys.
Sounds Davoon, simply Davoon.
Excuse me.
What is it now?
Sure, I care the hot chicken. That's just giving me a terrible headache. I notice I'm not needed in this number, so if you don't mind, I'm going to step up first and ask for.
Oh, you poor dear boy. There's some in the kitchen. I'll get it.
Thank you.
Come back soon.
That's the format. Here's how it goes. Trudy is opening mail from Biff's constituents, all of whom have ideas on how to run the country. This leads to the opener, everyone can do it better.
Biff, Trudy, and I'll do all the page boys.
I bet you will.
Have a drink, Marjorie. We'll coat your tongue.
What happened?
By the light switch.
Where is it?
Everyone just stand still. It may be complicated. I'm going to the basement.
Are there any candles?
What was that?
An owl?
In the library?
This is making me very nervous. Calm down, Bernice. Everyone calm down. I'm sure Miss Von Grossen will be back up soon with some candles.
Listen, are we all here? Arvin, didn't I just hear the tiniest scream a moment ago?
Yes, I bumped into the bench.
We're all here, Denise.
That's Rhonda, that's Ken, I'm me. The performers?
I'm here.
And me.
And Marjorie?
Lights are back. Is everyone all right? I think it's because I plugged in the toaster.
We're fine, Elsa. We're about to start. We're moving as quickly as we can.
No hurry. I haven't even started the white sauce. White sauce? On sour bread? From where we left off. Everyone can do it better than just we two.
I don't think she liked it.
She did. She's smiling, see? She just isn't being vocal.
Well, following that number, which will be catchier and funnier. Or cut completely if you hate it that much.
Bernice, let's go on.
No, this is the second act opener, and if she hates it...
All right, Marjorie, do you hate it, Doris? Denise going through a typical attack of paranoia.
Marjorie, honey, we're all friends. I mean, if you have something to say, let's say it now and not sit there acting like a typical producer.
Someone cut the main power. Does anyone?
She's dead! Oh my God!
Has anyone come into the room from the passageways or out the door?
Oh my God!
I'm going to check the hallway.
Call the police! 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 On the phone, Bernice.
Frozen shut. The closet.
The closet?
The closet.
The phone is in the closet! Oh!
Rhonda, would you hold this for a moment, please?
Does this mean the show's canceled?
I should have listened to my numerologist. She says the standard of Westchester County laws up to death and decay.
Well, Marjorie, she had so many things to live for. Though at the moment I can't think of a single one.
I fear Elsa has brought the stage door / the Chappaqua.
You sure? Couldn't just be someone who wanted Marjorie dead? The Schuberts, maybe.
What about Elsa?
We put them in the snowdrift. It's the best we could do under these circumstances. There's a blizzard out there, and that's the important talk to.
Or the rest of the body, for that matter.
This coffee hot? Jeez, it's brutal out there.
This hot chocolate?
Don't touch that.
What?
I'm no expert, but that stuff seems to me like it was poisoned. I noticed just before the lights went out that O'Reilly sniffed it and wouldn't. Hey, where the hell is he anyway?
$64 question.
Maybe Elsie just used too much salt. You put salt in hot chocolate? Sure, should only be a tad, of course, but it really gives it some snap.
I've never thought of that. I've tried a dab of nutmeg, but didn't find that to be all.
Okay. Can we leave the rest of the exchange till tomorrow? We've got a killer on the loose here.
I found the blueprints
What blueprints?
of the estate. Since whoever cut off the power to those walls, I thought we examined these and might find the details of the house. Then we could foray into the walls to look for clues. All put together with pick lunch in case we get lost.
You just show the house, don't show the passageways.
Of course not, they're secret.
Right now, I want everybody where I can see them.
And I want to look for clues.
I'm in charge of this investigation. I say you're staying here.
Investigation? What investigation?
Murder investigation. I'm a cop.
Why are you telling them?
This has gone too far for adventures, Miss von Broskenoon. I'm Sergeant Michael Kelly of the New York City Police Department. Here on the case of the stage door slasher.
So it's not an audition?
Only for a killer, it seems.
I told you! But did you listen? No! I'm just a silly songwriter. I did go to the Boston Conservatory. You know?
I think this exposure is unwise, Sergeant.
The killer is working too damn fast. You didn't go for you in the notebook. You went for someone who obviously could expose him somehow. Not just once. We've had 2 murders. Maybe 3. Maybe 4 if we count O'Reilly.
Who was maybe 3?
There are bloodstains over by the French doors.
But nobody else is missing.
Nobody we know about.
You mean there could be someone missing who wasn't here in the first place?
But you're the police. What's all that nonsense about notifying them in regards to Phoebe's book?
A setup.
I was to be the bait, Rhonda. When the killer came for me and the notebook, the sergeant would capture him. Clever, yes?
It was. Until you told us all about it.
Obviously some other people were more dangerous to the killer than this book.
Perhaps it's a combination of the book and the people who know about the killer. But don't out of the way, the book would be useless.
That's exactly the way I got it pegged, miss.
I still maintain we should examine thieves. The chase is half the fun.
Let me get this. All the nonsense about Phoebe's book was just made up in
No, the book is the real McCoy. Sent from the department in Princeton last week. It held some information that made us reopen the case.
Information? What sort of information?
Look at the last entry.
Piccadilly, 10:20.
My God!
What is it, Bernice?
I just got the new second act opener! Give me a pen! That is so annoying!
Well, the Piccadilly was our hotel in New York. What's the 1020?
Your room.
My room.
And our rest of the artistic staff. It was Phoebe's last appointment, the night of the murder.
Oh, that was all that something else I was talking about earlier. Well, obviously didn't know the killer too much.
Why should it? My God. The staff suite. We left the key at the front desk. Everyone, set designer, stage manager, everyone had access to those rooms. You reopened the investigation based on that one appointment?
We were hoping it might lead to something.
Obviously it didn't.
Obviously it did. There are 2 people dead.
Wait, the thing I can't figure is why people in the hotel at all. It's the day off the road when the murder happened. And what's a chorus girl do on her day off?
Oh, well,
Sleeps.
well, she certainly wouldn't have knew where a killer was loose.
I think we would want to spend time with her friends, wouldn't you, Elsa?
Poor Phoebe had many dear friends, Ken.
Too many.
There's a list following the appointment. In parentheses, 22, toe shoes, Leo, then beside the number. 22819. Leo could be something astrological.
Isn't 22 type of gun?
Caliber, yeah. We wondered about that too, but there was no gun involved.
22. 22.
What?
Tutu, toe shoes, Leo, leotard. It sounds like the appointment was for a ballet class. Though why she would wear tutus is beyond me.
What's it look like?
A tutu? It's a little skirt. It sticks out in front like...
She had it on. What? We didn't release that to the press. She had it on.
Murdered?
So did the other 2.
Murdered in a tutu? How were they wearing their hair?
Hair?
Yeah, was that the same too?
Now that you mention it, it was. Tight. Pulled back like a school teacher.
Ballet dancers. The slasher was killing ballet dancers.
Why?
You probably saw through Swan Lake one time too many. What I mean is that they were dressed like ballet dancers. It was probably for some kind of audition or act.
Anyone want to hear the new second act opener? I really think I've caught the flavor of Washington with it. I'll take it from the chorus.
Poor Bernice, she works herself much too hard.
I beg your pardon?
Maybe they told her
you fall dead from the closet into Bernice's
Oh,
arms.
Bernice! Perhaps it was someone else. I was in the basement gathering potatoes for the vichyssoise.
She's still out there. Dead.
Who is dead?
Elsa, have you a twin?
Yeah, two. I'm a triplets, sisters, but they are in Germany.
Elsa, someone who looks very much like you, was murdered here this afternoon.
I will look.
Come this way.
My mother and father worked in Berlin as laborers in a government printing plant. In 1923, they died when the carton which contained the marks equivalent to $5 fell on them, when they were crushed. My sisters and I were raised by relatives. We saw each other only over Sunstein when we went to decorate the Wäschhausbaum and give out weinige Chancels.
Gesundheit.
My point is, I did not know my sisters.
That lady has absolutely no sense of humor.
Did Elsa accompany you out of town during Manhattan holiday?
No, she was here at the house.
My goodness. Identical triplets, a homicidal maniac, secret passages?
I know, it started looking like one of those Hollywood mysteries you directed, Mr. De La Maze.
I didn't know you had directed a mystery, Ken.
One murdered the Biltmore with William Powell, Murderboy, Sidney Blackmer, Nat Pendleton, Ralph Bellamy, and Elijah Cook Jr.
Has that been released?
No, have you seen it?
I think so.
I don't think she looks a thing like me.
But
She's the spitting image.
Or either of your sisters a ballet dancer by any chance.
Dancers? Gott im Himmel, no! Hilda lives in Strussland, where she makes boats in the boatyard. Hilda lives in Strussland, where she makes tables in the beer garden. Now, if you must excuse me, I must get back to dinner.
You're saying that's not your sister out there?
Anything is possible. But I believe my sisters to be in Germany.
That woman is an exact likeness.
My grandfather was put ashore in Berlin. Perhaps he was put ashore in Brooklyn. It is only a train ride here. Nichts more. Mr. O'Reilly is dead as well.
We don't know.
I told you that. 2 murders and all of you can search for O'Reilly.
Obviously, Elsa's lied. Though I can't imagine why.
She's covering for it.
I thought espionage was in your blood.
It is. It's just a little sluggish at the moment.
Perhaps Elsa's sister was on tour here and was murdered before Elsa had known she arrived.
Why wouldn't she identify her?
Perhaps Elsa's sister is the slasher! If her sister is the slasher, then who slashed her? It's all too confusing.
Nah, it's simple look. You got a sister who's a servant in Chapcot, a sister selling sauerkraut in Stuttgart, and a sister selling sales somewhere.
Strasbourg.
So either Hilda from Stuttgart or Hilda from Strasbourg will seeking her sister in a snowstorm in a swanky secluded section of Chapcot is hacked by a homicidal hack that thinks Hilda or Helga is Elsa. Now, ask yourself why.
Ask myself why? I don't even know what you just said.
Ask myself what?
Not why what, why who.
Why who what?
Not why who what, why what.
Why who what?
What?
Because before you ask who, you have to ask why.
And how? How what?
I was just agreeing. And how?
Maybe we could have done.
When what?
Please, if you're going to do that again, I need another drink.
What's that for?
Could Elsa be the stage door slasher? That's what we're all thinking about it.
That's what we're all thinking, but why would Elsa murder 3 women?
Jealousy? Of whom? Of your friends, of course. You said you had many.
I said Phoebe had many.
Really, Rhonda, if you're going to take the words of others with wisdom, I suggest you stick to Jerome Kern. You do that so much better.
I do not steal from Jerome Kern.
She certainly does not.
Thank you, Bernice.
It's Sigmund Hamburg.
Okay, fine. Let's all act viciously funny about my talent. It strikes me as an exceptionally transparent way to get us off the subject at hand, which is which one of us might have had a motive.
Shall we start with the well-known fact that you hate dancing?
Not true. I only hate them when they sing.
You did demand that those 3 be removed from the numbers.
But with a knife.
My point is, the killer could be any of us, even me. But I don't, they were all pregnant or something, but I don't believe the killer is in this room.
What about O'Reilly? The blackout.
He may be dead.
Or in those tunnels.
Well, we won't know if we don't look. I am going to go serve dinner. Then I suggest an armed foray into those walls. There is one more possibility, you know. Perhaps Elsa is her sister.
What?
Just something that happened this morning when I attempted to wish her good morning. Something different.
Okay, I'm gonna get to solving this. So I want to recreate the moment before the crime. I want you all to show me where you were standing before the lights went out.
You gotta be kidding!
No, this can work. Ellery Clee does it all the time.
All right. I was over here by the piano. Where were you, Denise?
Over
On the
here.
bench.
We were here.
And poor Marjorie was over there.
This doesn't tell me a damn thing.
Well, I, for one, do not think we should let Elsa alone in the kitchen with Elsa.
Wait a minute, Ken, I want you to read the new second act over.
Person, I thought what we had originally was fine.
Marjorie hated it.
Marjorie was dead, Bernice. I don't think you should allow a dead woman's opinion to influence you.
I can't believe one of them could be a slasher.
Nah, I doubt they are. I got me a whole other theory.
Come to the kitchen,
In a sec.
find something interesting.
It's some sort of log. She refers to things she's done that day. LN, small w, slash K.
Lunch with Kathy, another dancer in the show. We already checked all those notes out. The ones we can make sense of, anyway.
I think it's a code.
A code. Why would you keep a code?
It's a list of numbers.
Phone numbers.
But there's not always an exchange. Here's Andy Kopp, Murray Hill, but then rows of numbers.
Bank accounts. Maybe it's secret bank accounts.
Yeah, maybe.
I got a theory, and it's based on plain old-fashioned police work.
Serial numbers. Maybe it's serial numbers.
Observation. Observation, that's the key. If I'm right, then someone is in very great danger. I think I know who that someone is. The person in most danger.
Perhaps the words were butter substitutes?
Where'd you learn about that?
Did you ever send away Jack Armstrong or Nanny who received a decoder?
Don Winslow, the Navy. I got a ring.
Well, I'll use the opening system. Let's try and break it.
What we need is paper. Hey, where'd the Sarge go?
My gosh, another tunnel!
This place has more surprise than South Attica.
There are steps leading down.
Don't go down there.
I want to see what's down here.
If you run into the slasher, don't plie.
It looks like a wine cellar.
Great, now come back up. I can't believe you're doing this in the dark. Why, there's a killer on the loose. You could be up here and safe. Oh, you think I'm a dancer? I can leave you a message, Joe. Oh, that agent. In addition to being a comic, I'm also a ventriloquist. Throw my voice anywhere. Wine cellars? Eddie!
Eddie, where'd you go? Eddie?
Allie, hey, where'd he go? So help me, I'll mow it down.
Eddie, did you love me? There's some kind of joke.
How'd you get out of there?
There was a lever next to the door.
The slasher was here while you were down there.
The slasher was here?
In a long raincoat with a bag over his head.
What did he look like?
Like a guy with a long raincoat and a bag over his head.
Oh, I mean, tall, short.
Who knows? I was too busy looking at the knife. He was after this, but I grabbed it and ran.
You did? Gee, Eddie, you're kind of brave.
Nah, just pass. When you play some of the shows I play.
Which one of them do you think it could be?
I got a theory based on an observation.
Goodness. Mr. O'Reilly!
You thought you were dead!
Sure, and so it was somebody else. I was at the end of that.
When was this?
When I was going for the out.
There have been 2 murders here.
And what's more, it's not an audition. It's a setup to catch a slasher.
Murders? Ooh.
Miss Baverstock and someone who's either Elsa, Hilda, or Helga.
What?
Someone who we think is Hels's twin sister.
Fell right out of that closet.
Her sister was it? Elsa, she is alright?
Yeah, fine. She was concerned for you too.
Faith, and she's a fine super deluxe. But they have a spot of brandy to ward off the chill.
Sister, I'll get it.
How long have you been in this country, Mr. O'Reilly?
What?
I asked how long you've been an American. You are Irish born.
That's petty so.
And where in Ireland are you from?
Sure, I am familiar with Ireland, too.
I've never been there, no.
Oh, there's a spot in County Blarney which the sun's coming over the McNamara Mountains at first. Breaking the fine village of McGillicuddy to another of God's days. It's there that I'm from, and it's there that I'll never be.
You ought to know better than to ask an Irishman where he's from. We could have been here all night.
It's about as warm as a heat in August.
Have I seen you in anything on Broadway, Mr. O'Reilly?
Are you writing a book about me, miss?
Dinner is served. Oh, Mr. O'Reilly, you've returned to us.
He was hit on the head and left to die.
My dear, we've unleashed something evil in this house tonight. However, the VC spa is ready, and where is Sergeant Kelly?
I don't know. Isn't he with you?
Perhaps he went to wash up. Come along, everyone else is in the dining room. Let's eat so we can get down to the serious business of the evening.
I don't think he's Irish.
Easy enough to tell. We'll give him some more brandy and see if he starts to bite, sing, or...
All right. morning. Yes, I think you should come out. I think they should talk.
Excuse me. I didn't mean to look. Don't let me around. You didn't say no right away. Don't let me around. I'll have to take something. Don't look. All right, lady maid.
I'm going to help!
And they were getting along so well.
Where'd they go?
Through the wall.
We've got to help! He could be killing her! Where's that cop? We can't just stand here and do nothing!
Sure we can.
We need to try to... Look, Diggy, you come through here. I'll enter the billiard room.
That's the billiard room?
Yes.
Interesting place there, next to the park.
Well, you see, it used to be the music.
I would have put closer to the solarium.
Can we please hold the architectural discussion until later? He could be killing her! I'm going in.
I'm going with you. Two can die as easy as one.
Here, take this flashlight so you can see what's in front of you.
See it. Who wants to see it?
Hit the radio on this room very loud, though. We can always find this room.
If you can find the red network of NBC, Phil Spinning and his all-girl orchestra is on right now.
Be careful, it's a labyrinth in there.
Please, Rhonda, anything but that.
Buried under snow in this blizzard, fast reaching catastrophic proportions, transportation has halted. Governor Lehman and Mayor LaGuardia have declared that the state of emergency.
My gosh, all we need now is a power failure.
Oh, God, from your mouth to God's ear.
Ouch, I bumped into the piano.
That was my head.
Are you still sitting on the floor, Denise?
I'm just gonna sit here with this bottle of wine and relax. You guys go on ahead.
There are storm lanterns in the pantry. Come along, everyone. We'll be back for you, Bernice.
There's mischief in Washington. Guess who has to pay? There's mix-ups in Washington, and guess who? Who is it?
You have not seen me.
Not in years.
That's his important.
In the corridor.
I am going back into that closet. You will tell no one you saw me.
My lips are sealed.
If you tell anyone, I will drag you into the deepest darks of the tunnel where no one can find you. Have you ever been stripped, tied to a wall, and then... Well?
Do I have to answer that?
Here's the library.
Remember, one word, you die.
She's in the closet! She's in the closet! Outside, she's in the closet!
Also, what is she doing in the closet? I'm going for that sergeant. Stay here in case he comes out that wall.
Out of the walls? Oh, yes. I forgot we're visiting the house of Usher.
And the walls! And the walls! That's it, Rhonda! Our new second act opener should be a waltz!
A what?
Dick Rogers does one every show, Ken!
Bernice, this is hardly the place, and it certainly isn't the time.
Isn't the time? Isn't the time, Rhonda? I'm creating! Don't tell me it isn't the time! The contraction just started and she tells me it isn't the time! I can stop from giving birth to Lena here tonight, Ken!
Has anyone seen the maid?
She's in the closet!
She has a butcher knife. That's a gun.
What's an Irish tenor doing with a gun?
I'm not Irish, I'm Italian. NYPD working on the job while the case at the stage got slashed. The maid is the slash and she's on her way up the river. Okay, Wenzel, come on with your hands out. You hear me, Wenzel? You're trapped. Okay, Wenzel, I'm counting to 10. 1,
He's counting in German?
What else is German?
Oh, 5. No wonder they're so broke over there.
9, 10.
Well, actually, she couldn't come out even if she wanted to. The door's locked.
Well, I like it.
Hi, boy, am I glad to see you. The flashlight would have been out, and we've been wandering around in the pitch black. Would have gotten separated, but I held her hand and let her through. Hey, who are you? You can't hear anything you're saying. Take that gag out of your mouth. Now, what did you say?
I said take this damn gag out of my mouth.
That's the matter.
Who knows? It's too dark to see anything.
This is the stage show slasher.
And she's in there with Nikki?
I'll take care of it.
Hold it. This is a job for the police.
But it is the police. Lieutenant Darley, somebody.
Working out of where?
Headquarters.
Headquarters?
Yeah.
What division?
New crime.
Erie Crimes Division?
Yeah, it's a new thing that
You got a badge?
Of course he has a badge. He just showed it to us.
Come on, pal. Let's see some sort of ID.
Sure. Yeah, hands up, everyone. Over there. Move.
That's my badge, right? You're the son of a gun who conked me on the head, right?
I needed the ID. Almost looks so bumping at you spoiled everything.
I can't find that police officer anywhere.
Get up on us.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Hands up and stop your stalking.
What's going into Mr. O'Reilly? Not O'Reilly.
I am Klaus Stanskoff of the Geheimstaatspolizei.
The Gestapo.
Temporarily assigned to the German consulate in New York as a cultural attaché.
What's the Gestapo want with a stage door slasher?
What I want is for you, Sergeant Kelly, to take the lantern and lead the way into the closet.
You can go to hell.
Better, Sergeant Kelly. I could have easily accused you before, but I didn't. Why not? Professional courtesy. Take the lantern.
No.
I suggest the rest of you turn your heads as the bullet from the sun makes quite a large force.
Put him up, Daddy, or we'll be pushing up daisies. Ensign Nicole Crandall, United States Naval Intelligence.
We're gonna need some rope.
In the pantry, you'll get it.
Go with us. You shouldn't get left alone.
I'm not standing here with all these guns flying around. Bernice?
Scotch and soda.
Up against the piano.
Hey, where'd you learn to do that?
Basic training.
That's pretty basic, all right.
All right, Ensign. I'll take over.
Naval intelligence, I'll be damned.
We've been after this guy for 3 weeks.
No wonder you're walking around those tunnels. You're packing a heater in your handbag.
Does Cat aspire something?
Worse, he's a saboteur. His name is Dieter Wenzel.
You are the wrong man.
Shut your trap!
Wenzel?
Helsa's brother.
What's he doing here?
This guy and 5 others were landed on Long Island 3 weeks ago and caught 4 of them in Sag Harbor posing as novelists.
I am Klaus Stanskoff.
Baloney! The saboteurs had $500,000 false identities and missions to blow up installations all over this country to effectively retard our nation's communication system.
Gee, I thought the post office already taken care of that.
This guy named Franz Becker thought that the money was more important than the fatherland and took off with Joe Ray me.
So where's this guy's buddy, Becker?
The captain jammer kid here bumped him off with the greenbacks. Isn't that right, Fritz?
Wrong. I kicked Becker because he was a traitor, Dummkopf.
Hey, who are you calling Dummkopf?
Her I'm calling Dummkopf. You I call Bumblenuts.
Just wanted to get that straight.
So, how'd you get on this guy's trip?
Naval Intelligence knew he had a sister. He thought it was a long shot, but that he might head for her.
They sent you alone against the killer?
I was the only agent. St. Harmony.
Listen to me, all of you. Your lives are in great danger.
Okay, pal. We're all ears.
I am not Tito Wenzel. Tito Wenzel is an officer and military accountant lieutenant. He is also a homicidal maniac.
A homicidal maniac? How'd you get in the German army?
We accused him.
And he's doing all the killing?
Of course.
Where's he from?
Yes.
All right, here's the rope. I'll tie him up. I'm very handy with packages.
That's it! It's gone! The lyric's gone and I'm never getting it back!
He's dead!
We're blowing all these books. The net came right through here.
Moby Dick, I don't see how a knife got through that. I couldn't even finish first chapter.
This is right where I was grabbed.
There's a passage there.
Holy mackerel!
I'm going in.
Oh, Sergeant, no, that passage branches off into 5 others. It's useless.
Oh my God! He was stabbed through the bookcase.
Oh, Bernice, are you all right?
I can't work in this environment, Bobby. These people have no respect for an artist. It's like casting squirrels before pine. I'm very drunk.
No good. Just inside. Okay, I want to take this a step at a time. So first, I want to get this guy out with the others. A couple of you give me a hand.
It's a constant solution. Poor baby's book, someone who's trying to work out a code. I love codes, like playing Bach.
How does it work?
Baby was substituting numerals for consonants on a triple basis. It's very, very simple. See, especially if oranges, corn, peppermint? What do you make of that?
It could be some sort of salad.
Really, I would think the peppermint might dominate.
Not if it weren't to sit for too long.
Maybe the sweetness of the oranges.
Word substitutes! Word substitutes! It's a code.
One of them making up this.
Oh, Sophie! Put your hands up! What is wrong with you people?
Also, you came at me with a butcher knife. When you opened the closet, 9! In addition to keeping dinner warm, he'd been running around the tunnels trying to keep from being murdered by my homicidal maniac of a brother.
Theater Wenzel?
Yeah, he came here seeking refuge, posing as an Irish tenor.
Mr. Wright.
Yeah.
But they're burying him outside in the snowdrift right now.
I will look. Yeah, that is Caesar. Poor Caesar. He was a very famous entertainer in Berlin, you know. And now he lies in a snowdrift with strangers.
Yes, I hope there isn't a sudden thaw. I don't know what the mailman would think.
He was trying to kill you. Yeah, he knew I would turn him into the authorities. You shot him, did you?
He was stabbed through the bookcase.
Axel! My God, the tunnels!
What about them?
There's something in there. Something evil. I have brushed against it in the dark.
Have you seen it?
If it is human, it is demonic. With the smell of death. And it leads to us all. Should I put the cucumbers back on ice, come out the crowd?
Yes, I suppose so. Something evil. I'm going for the sergeant.
Did Elsa actually try to hurt you? Well, she held none. And then we slammed the door in her face. So she could be telling the truth then. If she is, I think it's best we get out of this house as quickly as possible. Snowstorm or no snowstorm. If it's true, then it's more important that we crack this code. What's it say about the night of the murder? That night it said Piccadilly, 1020, Toshu's corn. Who's corn?
No.
I'm the only one with any knowledge about those passages.
It's too dangerous for a woman.
Not with this. The Derringer was General von Grossman-Knudsen, carried as the personal bodyguard to the Archduke Ferdinand.
Do you even know how to use that thing?
Sergeant, I've shot the O out of every stop sign in Westchester County.
That's good enough for me. Okay, so here's the plan. We take the three...
Here's the plan. I have a plan. That night it was Piccadilly, 1020, corn.
What's corn?
A word substitute, we think.
You think? She was a dancer, wasn't she? Oh, maybe she had corns. All right, here's the plan. We take the 3 passages out here. 1 gun to a passage. 4th gun stays here in case the fiend, or whatever it is, comes out of that wall, the walls. You take that. Eddie, you pulled me out of those tunnels pretty good. You take this and head through there.
Hey, this don't have a flag that pops out and says bang. I don't know what to do with it. I've played some tough rooms in my life, but this one takes a cake.
Ensign, you stay here.
Aye, sir. I wanted to look at the book anyway.
Is there anywhere the passages don't lead?
The pantry.
Okay, you 3 stay there. That way you'll be safe.
Safety is exactly what I had in mind.
Come on, Bernice, we're moving on.
Oh, good. Anything else with this lane?
All set? Let's go.
Be careful, it's amazing there.
Hey, you gonna be okay?
Yeah, or you gonna be okay?
Hey, I asked first. If I don't come back in 24 hours, cancel my ad in Variety.
Blonde and Bernice all tucked in with the frying pans. Let's hope they don't get into an argument over a lyric or something.
Shouldn't you stay with them?
I thought I should be here with you. You've got a job watching these 3 secret passages at once.
Thanks.
Still working on that book, I see.
These foods as word substitutes, I just can't figure them.
Another code locked in Beebe's head forever, I'm afraid.
Yeah. You know, I'm not actually a chorus girl.
Oh, well, your performance was remarkable as a chorus girl. The detail, the walk, the trip over the suitcase was an excellent touch.
Well, actually that was me.
Oh, is your language swell, so typically crass, the ring of pure banal truth?
Well, that was me too. I was hopeful, you know. Knocking my way around the Great White Way before I joined the Navy.
Did you by any chance audition for me?
I don't know, Mr. Delamaze. I went to a lot of auditions. Maybe one of them was for you.
No, I think I would have singled you out
Oh, I doubt that.
as different from the rest.
Different.
You don't see yourself as different from the tawdry, shop-worn, run-of-the-mill chorus girl.
Oh no, I thought most of them were pretty nifty.
deputy. The test must be going badly. There should be shots ringing from the walls by now.
Wait a minute, maybe I did audition. Did you direct Married an Angel?
That was Josh Logan.
Let's see. I auditioned for Boys from Syracuse.
George Abbott.
Sing out the news. Who's who?
What?
Who's who? People! People. She was substituting food for people. Call me for appointment. She know I need to know about.
Anyone being else, so naturally.
That night, it was Piccadilly. 10:20. Horn. Who's horn? Horn. Horny. A comedian in a show, maybe? What's another word for? Oh my God!
Well, Vance would have figured it out much sooner, my pretty. Now you and I will take a swell trip.
Naturally, Ruby needs another drink, so I've been like, oh my God!
Don't do anything foolish, Rhonda.
I can't deal with this. I absolutely refuse to deal with this.
You probably think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy.
Kid, I know attention and get dragged into a silent discussion with you. God knows I'm not feeling secure enough myself to deal with your problems.
Oh, how silly. I must have turned left at the hot water heater. Oh, Ken, don't tell me you're the stage door slasher.
I am.
I asked you not to tell me.
Go over there. Put your gun on the piano.
Excuse me.
Denise.
I have the wrong room.
Stop it. Over there.
But why, Ken, why?
Why what?
Why did you kill all those girls?
My mother was a great person.
You had to ask.
A simple woman born of simple stock.
It's gonna be a long story.
My father left her for a ballet dancer.
I knew it.
She was beautiful.
The ballet dancer.
No, my
Well,
mother.
if you think so highly of her, when was the last time you called her?
Well, it's been a couple months. Well, why do you care anyway? You're going to die. It just remains to determine how.
Kid, I'm not putting on a tutu for anyone.
A fire, of course. It won't be so natural with so many lanterns burning. Good. Rhonda, get up. Elsa, sit down. Release hands on the piano. Good. Nice composition. Don't pay any attention to the gun. Reminiscent of The Berlin Calling, a picture I made with Paul Lucas.
Oh my God.
Helmut Dantine, Conrad Beach, George Coronis, and numerous others. A picture I'm sure you've all seen, since you've seen everything else I've done that hasn't been released. No matter. All I must do now is find something to make the flames spread quicker.
Try Tanya.
Gee, Eddie, just in the nick of time.
Well, you see, I was no sooner in the maze when I realized what Von Gross and Son said.
Newton, what did I say?
It's amazing there. And what's another word for corn? Maze. Kendall maze. So I've been trying to find my way back ever since.
Excuse me, but if you're done with that cognac, can I borrow it, please?
You've had enough to drink.
You don't have to count, Ron. We're not at your house.
Candela Mays, the stage door slasher.
Sure, he hid in the one place his madness, his paranoia, and his murderous, inhumane tendencies would never be noticed.
Where was that?
Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
Oh dear, we'd best go find that sergeant. He could be wandering those tunnels for hours. Eddie, what are you going through there? Oh, we'd best get some rope for Niece in the closet.
I suppose with the killer dead, it's okay this time.
I am so tired of picking this one off the floor. This calls for strong coffee. Did she get the rope? Rope?
Rhonda, the rope.
Oh, yeah, here it is.
Listen, I really prefer being a comic book hero. When you're a hero, you spend most of your time worrying out of your wits. But I gotta go back in those tunnels and find Kelly.
Be careful.
I will.
Where's everybody?
Ken was the stage door slasher. Who killed?
I did! Be quiet and do not scream. I know you have gun identification as a naval intelligence officer. But are they? I know what you are thinking. You are thinking, this woman is much smaller than I am, and I am trained in hand-to-hand combat. I could probably take a knife away from a smaller woman, but can you from a man? Oh my God! The hangman! If your naval intelligence was even the slightest bit intelligent, you would have known that Dieter Wenzel is a toast from the Berlin Cabaret, even more famous than Sally Bowles.
A female impersonator?
The best! I do lot the Lenya Josephine Baker and a great Dietrich. Plus my legs are better. Everyone!
Miss Baverstock?
I thought it was Frau Grosnun. She was sitting in the chair. With her out of the way, the house would have been mine. I wanted you to believe that the slasher was here. As it turns out, he actually was. I also killed the Gestapo agent.
Oh, really?
No, O'Reilly. Just a little joke from the cabaret days.
So that means he really was?
As he said, Klaus Stansdorf. When Franz and I took off with the Fatherland's money, Franz hid in New York with his share. Stansdorf found him and killed him. Stansdorf must have known something about my sisters, so he came here.
You killed your own sister?
And we were never close. I needed her identity, as now I need yours.
You'll never get away with this!
Of course I will! I have a quarter of $1 million and this is America! Now, Miss Naval Intelligence, you will go into the walls of this tunnel for the rest of your life. But,
Don't move! I warn you, I'm a skilled marksman.
the safety is on, Mr. Lone Ranger. A Luger, German gun, the best. Over there with her!
What happened to her?
He's a guy.
Why is she wearing a dress?
It's Dieter Wenzel.
We could be in a lot of trouble for this.
America! Where else would you be able to find a super spy and a comedian in one room?
The White House, probably.
Okay, you two halfwits into these tunnels. He's going to kill us!
Gee, Eddie, the nick of time, the second time.
Okay, you tie up him, her, them. I'll look after them.
Don't anybody move!
It's okay. We caught the killer.
This is the station.
I'm the lyricist!
Slasher.
Helsa's an Nazi saboteur.
Helsa Saboteur?
Only it's not Helsa. It's Dieter Wenzel.
The best! I do want to lend you Josephine Baker and a great Dietrich!
Judy Garland.
Her voice is too rangy for me.
Really? I thought since you did Lottie, you'd be able to Judy just fine.
Well, Daniel's voice
Can we leave the musical discussion till later? I'm gonna lock these two up.
I warn you, I know Harry Cohn and Jack Cohn personally. I've lunched with Willella Parsons.
Come on, you.
I have friends in Hollywood, grown for great political greatness.
When they come into office, we can appoint you to their cabinet.
They will. They will.
Some of these days.
Say the first thing to say.
I
Well, that was a great adventure.
My goodness.
We are restored to the world. Our success calls for celebration. Let's repair to the dining room for Prince Romley von Grossen-Knitten.
That's not made with corn, is it?
Corn.
Corn. Corn, that's it, corn!
What's it?
We're wrong setting our show in Washington. These are troubling times. Times to call for a musical that celebrates the spirit of America. The cornfield, the cowboys, those Surreys with all that really little crap on top. Our next musical should take place in Nebraska.
N-E-B-R-A-S-K-A now! Well, you two performed quite heroically today. The Navy will be proud of you, Nicole. I intend to write to Eleanor about you. As for you, Mr. McCoolin, I am sorry this is not a real audition. Otherwise, you should have gotten the part. That's okay. He got the girl.
You did? I mean, I did?
Yes. How can I resist a guy who comes flying out of walls every time I need him?
I gotta warn you, I'm not a hero naturally.
That's okay. I'm not concerned about heroics. I'm concerned about chemistry.
That, I got covered.
I know. You inherited it.
What a storm!
Elsa,